Hey guys, this is Sadid here, and today I'm going to show you my gaming setup. As you can see, this is the TV stand here with all my consoles, my PlayStation Lite, and my TV. First, let's get started with the TV stand. The reason why I bought this TV stand a couple months ago was because, first of all, my setup. If you guys see my old setup from my old videos, it used to be completely clustered, and you could see cables and games and controllers everywhere on the floor and everything else. So I had to buy a TV stand just because I need to make more space for my consoles and put more room for my consoles inside, and also hiding the cables. So if you guys want to see the cables and the nightmares, this is what it looks like. And you could say that my cable management has done pretty well. It does need a little bit of work, but it's okay. As long as you don't see cables coming in, that's what really matters. Except maybe the PS5's controller charger or whatever, but that's just only charging the PS5 controllers. Now let's get started on with the consoles. So first, this is my PS5. I got this 2 years ago for my college graduation. I have every single game that goes on with the consoles and all the games as well. As you can see, they're over here. I could show you but a little bit later, but this thing is my favorite console. I always play games on it, and I love it very much. Next is the retro consoles, which is my GameCube over here. And as you can see, this console is special to me because when I was 6 years old, my dad gave me my first console, which was the GameCube. I played every single game and every single hours by beating the games. Had my friends coming over for parties and get-togethers when we played Smash Brothers, Monkey Ball, Mario Kart Double Dash, every game you name it, and we used to play it a lot. So I love it very much. Next, I got 2 years ago was the Nintendo 64. The reason why I got the Nintendo 64 was because I used to play it when I in my childhood. I never owned it, but I did play it during my childhood. And then, you know, around like 8 years later, I got my childhood console, and the game that I played and I actually beaten was Ocarina of Time, and it was one of my favorite games I ever played. It's still fun till this day, and I love playing it. It's still fun. And the next console is the Nintendo Switch. Now, this is the original model, not the OLED, not the Switch Lite, the original. And I got the Nintendo Switch a long time ago. I was around, I believe, 5 years ago, almost 6 years ago, which is crazy to think. And I got it around during Christmas time, and the games I have for it was Mario Odyssey, Smash Brothers, and many, many more. And the reason why I got it was because my dad wanted to give us something for Christmas, even though I asked for a PS4, but he gave me a Nintendo Switch, but that's okay. This console's so fun with all the games I played and all the amount of hours I put into the consoles, and I used to bring it to my school and we played with one of my friends together. I still play the games today on this thing, still fun. Next, like around the summertime, I bought a PS3, and the reason why I bought a PS3 was because again, I played it when I was a kid, every game known to mankind, and the reason why I bought it was because I really wanted to relive my childhood and my past with those games. I still play the games till this day, and I still play the ever loving shit out of it. It's still fun to play, and it's still great to play till this day. It's always, and I love it very much. Next is the Xbox One. And the reason why and I got the Xbox One around last year, and the reason why I bought it last year in the summer was because of Halo and Gears, and that was another reason why I bought Xbox was because of the Xbox exclusives that go with it, and Forza as well. Next is the Xbox Series X. This console I bought around, I think around maybe like 5, 6 months ago. And again, the reason why I bought it was because of Halo and Forza and Gears and other Xbox exclusives. Really nothing new, but I'm not saying that I hate this console, but Xbox doesn't really have as much compared to PlayStation. But that's just in my opinion. That PS5 is better, but I like it. I do have some soft spot for Xbox. And this right here is the Nintendo Wii. And I got the Nintendo Wii late in its lifespan, around 2011. And that was around, I believe, I would say, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I would say around like, how many years ago was it? Like 12 years ago? Damn, 12 years. And again, the reason why I bought it because all my friends had a Wii, and there was like a lot of games that I wanted to play on the Wii was Mario Kart Wii, Smash Bros. Brawl, like all the other stuff. And you could see the remote, the Wii wheel for like playing Mario Kart, the Wii sensor, and the Wii adapters You can tell there's the AV out in the Wii itself. Next, we'll go on with the controllers. So this is the PS5. This is the one I use the most, which is the LeBron James controller. And I feel like when the PS5 is gonna be when the PS6 comes out, and when the PS5 is being sought after, this is gonna be very rare and worth a lot of money nowadays. So be careful with that. And this is the day one launch controller. This is my black controller. And this is what I would use, and this is the PS3 controller to play PS3 games. This is actually a third party one, not the real one. It's third party. And this is Banjo Tooie, which is the cartridge that I always play on and use. I don't have as much time to play it as I used to, but whenever I get the chance, I still come back to it. And you can tell there's the Rareware logo if you could see it. And after that, now let's go forward to the Nintendo Switch controller. This is a Pro controller. I actually like using this more than the Joy-Cons because for starters, it's comfortable on the hands, and there's no drifting issues. The best part about it is that it's just very ergonomic when it comes to design, and not only that, controls for games just feel fluent and just a lot more like subtle and simplistic and all that stuff, and just easier to use to compare to the Joy-Cons, because every time I try to play with the Joy-Cons, my hands kind of slip a little bit. But this is good for your this is good for your fingers with the analog sticks and even the triggers as well. And I recommend people buying the Pro controller as well. Now, next we go with the PS5 games. So the current games I'm playing right now for PS5. As I said, I do have a lot more PS5 games in my room, even Nintendo Switch games, Nintendo 64 games, you name it, all the games. I just don't feel like showing it right now, just because again we don't really have as much time to show it. This game, Assassin's Creed Mirage, is a pretty interesting game. This takes place, I think, in the medieval Arabian times, like Baghdad or something like that. Pretty fun game. And next, I'm playing Spider-Man Miles Morales. I used to be a big Spider-Man fan when I was a kid, but I just always go back to this because, Spider-Man, Marvel, Peter Parker, Miles Morales teaming up is always fun. And then this is Knack 2. This was a PS4 game. I know people still hate it. I don't think it's really that bad. The only thing I could say is like maybe the cutscenes were a little bit bad, but the in-game for playing, it's like the frame rates are fine, the graphics are fine, the performance is smooth. I guess maybe the cutscenes were a problem, but I have nothing against with that. Last but not least is the PlayStation Lite. As you can see, this is what I use for my setup for my later videos, and this is what it looks like, the PlayStation Lite, the square, the X, the circle, the triangle. And if you don't know what it does, I'll show you. It lights up. You could see the lights coming out of it. You can even put in different modes where it does this kind of flickering move, or like a kind of pattern, like a rave party or something like that. You go to EDM clubs in, and yeah, I'll just show it again. It lights up. Oh crap! And that's pretty much it for what it does. This is just my gaming setup, my gaming room, my gaming tour. Oh, I forgot to mention the TV. So this is a really good TV, and I'll tell you the story how I got it. So my old TV, which is a Sharp 2006 TV, it kept breaking down a lot. So my mom, I think she needed a TV for her room, just because I'm not gonna explain why, but she needed it at the time. I'm not gonna explain the whole situation, series, or the story about it because again, I just don't like talking about that. But anyways, she needed this TV, and my TV kept breaking down, my old TV, so I needed something that had AV out and that also had many HDMI ports as well. So my dad's like, hey, well, since the old TV doesn't work, you want to take this one? Your mother doesn't need it. Again, I don't know, but again, I needed a TV at the time to play, and I can play PS5 games in a crispy resolution, even my Xbox and Xbox Series X, Wii, and all my retro consoles, even PS3, on a very nice HD TV, and the resolution is great on this thing. Well, it's not really HD, it's 4K, but you know what I mean. And the brand is Hisense, if I could focus it. Yep, it just says Hisense, which is the name of the TV that I have, and it's actually like a Chinese, it's actually from China, the TV itself, but it has good resolution. Games do unfortunately run on 4K 60, which is fine because I think 60 FPS is the normal frame rate for any game that you're playing. and it does a good job. It's really fast. There's many menus, there's many themes that you can put in there, different wallpapers, and it's just easier to use the remote. If you don't know what the remote looks like, the remote looks like this. It's pretty small, but it's still a good looking remote. There's Netflix, Apple TV, Crave, and Roku, and you can tell that the TV looks like this. So that's pretty much it from there. So anyways, if you guys like the video, like and subscribe and turn your notifications on, and tell me what you like, which part of the setup you like and which console you like in the video. And also, um, for those of you guys that know, which is a fun fact, and I'm pretty sure you already know, the PS5 is my favorite game console, hands down. I've already explained why, but it's a great console. But anyways, have a great day. Like and subscribe to the video, and turn your notifications on.